Lou Valier at Make America Wiser and Kinder. Also Find Your Why and Guide to Life, Stop to Think, a lot of different domain names. But this is again time for I dare you to take the Woke Quote Challenge, 52teamsof8.com. If you go to that website, it'll bring you to the list of all the quotes that we have, 416 of them, because there's 52 teams of 8. And we're going to review them, but we're going to do the challenge just to go ahead and ramble through, because I really want you to find your why in 52 teams of 8. And so hold on one second, we're going to pull it up and pick a team. Okay, thanks for your patience there. So this is starting at team 1, and I'm just going to go ahead and scroll. This is actually on the 52 of 8, so it's a PDF version. We're just going to go through there. We'll just scroll up a bit, and then we'll scroll down a bit. Let's see where we go. Come on, stop spinning. Okay, we're good there. I'm just going to grab a team there. And that is team 44. We're in the 40s all the time. So this quote we're going to go through real quick, and I'm just going to give you what they are. Then I'm going to pick you what I think is the most woke quote on this particular team, and then I challenge you to respond. Let me know what you think is the most woke quote. You can either use that same team or do like I did and scroll through and just find a team and just challenge me with whatever quote you find you think is quote more woke. And I'm choosing woke because someone called me. I never would have considered myself woke, even though I am empathetic and I'm more concerned about helping people than hurting people or dominating them. But woke is the proper term for empathetic and socially conscious. So the quotes on that particular team, the first one is by Andrew Jackson. To the victors belong the spoils. The second quote, Camillo de Calvaire. The man who trusts men will make fewer mistakes than he who distrusts them, which is true. The third quote, Edmund Burke. To read without reflecting is like eating without digesting. Good quote. The fourth quote is by Henrik Ibsen. A forest bird never needs a cage. The fifth quote is by Harriet Beecher Stowe. Friendships are discovered rather than made. The sixth quote is Walt Whitman. It's be curious, not judgmental. And the seventh quote is by Josh Billings. There is no revenge so complete as forgiveness. Great. And the eighth quote in this team is by George Eliot, who was actually a woman. I can't remember, Mary something Baker. I'll let you know later, but it's a woman, but she went by a pen name of George Eliot. And her quote was, consequences are unpitying. So those are the quotes we're dealing with. I'm going to pick the one that I think is the most woke, and I'll come back in just a second and we'll review that. Okay, back. I picked the quote that I think is the most woke, and it's going to be quote number 6 in the bottom on the left. It's be curious, not judgmental, by Walt Whitman. And what I think makes that woke is that it really is, don't judge people. Everyone has different experiences. We have life going on in our heads. We have different situations, backgrounds, expectations. So we can't always judge based on that, because when we judge people, we're basing on our values, how we feel about something, and expect them to feel the exact same way. And because they don't, we judge them. And we can be negatively, usually. So this one I think is the most woke, because be curious, not judgmental. So don't judge them because of their beliefs. Just wonder why they believe that. You can ask them questions, start a dialogue. Because really that's what we're talking about, is empathy. With woke, it's empathetic compassion. And so you have to be that way, even with our enemies, because that's how we make enemies friends. And if we can help move them closer to our view, because of our compassion and empathy, that may help them grow too. And that's ultimately the goal. We're going to help ourselves grow, and more so if we can help someone else. Like the second quote on team 1 was, if you're to lift yourself up, lift up someone else. That's a great quote. But this one kind of ties into that. They all kind of to a degree. So let me know what you think. Send me, you can do the scrolling like I did to pick a quote to challenge me, and I dare you to challenge me. And I'll find one that's better. And we'll discuss it, because we won't be judgmental. We'll be curious, and why do you think that's better? So if you like what I'm doing, share this, challenge your friends, challenge your enemies. The rules will come up in a second. because I'm going to add that to this. Talk to you tomorrow. Love y'all. Bye-bye. Make America wiser and kinder.